estate because they
Well,
expect
because
that
they
it's
want
going
to
to
sell
become
it
more
eventually,
desirable.
Michael. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the people who are, yes, sure, some people pass it on to their children, but like most of the people who are buying assets at some point want to sell the assets at a profit. So
Let me say it a different way.
Okay.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor. Okay.
There you have it from Michael Saylor. He's giving you the blueprint that the billionaires do. Michael Saylor's been a billionaire before Bitcoin. Remember that. But what is the crypto billionaire and self-made billionaire point he's making in this video? Is that store generational wealth in assets that are the hardest assets known to man and assets that will go up generation after generation. If you don't, you save in dollars, you're poor. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. Getting straight into it. Bitcoin's price is coming in right at 68,000 at the current time of this recording. So what do we see? What do we anticipate? We're looking at Bitcoin on the 2-week chart. So look at this. People are freaking out. They think there's a triple top happening, but the previous peak, we had candle body closes around 64,000, and then we went into the bear market. And looks like we've been stair-stepping our way up. This could be a macro wave 1. We could have a wave 2 pullback, and then potentially a third wave, but this could be just the 5th leg in general of this macro play. But look at this green resistance that we ran into first April of 2021 and November of 2021. Major resistance. Send us into a bear market. Look at, we blasted past this with this huge bullish engulfing candle right here and had a perfect back test and a bounce. So what are the next months to come? Looking for Bitcoin looks positive and to the upside, definitely looks bullish. So right now is not the time to sell and get out of your position. An update from El Crypto Prof. Bitcoin is above the super guppy and above its previous all-time high as it was in 2013, 17, and 22. Let's look at the chart. So look at back here in 2011, when this happened, blast off. We got back above in 2016 after the halving. Then what happened? A blast off. And this is a rinse and repeat. Every time we get back above the previous all-time highs, what happens? We see a massive blast off. The biggest difference this time is we had a blast past it, but then a retest. We had to come back down and flip resistance to support because we ran to this twice. You see that there, that's the biggest difference. Twice, and then this bump and run pattern. Looking back at the chart, we didn't show you the technical target, pulling down from this swing low to this technical like cup and handle pattern. If we pull this up, how high would this be going for this potential 5th leg? This would go up to $112,000. Not 200,000, not 300,000. That's where technical target is, 112,000. Does that mean that's as high as we'll go? No, but this is what the technicals are showing us. This will put us right between the 1.618 and the 2 level. Bitcoin Bros can see this definitely being achievable. This will also be a massive alt season that we've been waiting for. Another update. Speaking of altcoins, El Crypto Profs weighing in on these as well. Look at this accumulation, reaccumulation patterns that are mirroring. 2015 to 2018 is mirroring what we are right now, 2018 to 24. We see a rounding bottom, a blast up, then reaccumulation and a falling wedge before we see that blow off top in that particular cycle. That was 2015 to 18 once again. And then look here. Rounding bottom, huge rounding bottom from the bear market of 2018 to really 2020. Then we get that blast up, that double top accumulation, and we see here we're just falling down in this downwards wedge once again. Look at this falling wedge pattern. Come into it in a bullish momentum, trade sideways, blast out of it in bullish momentum. Look right here. Right here we're looking at this downwards pressure and blasting out of it. This is Ethereum Bitcoin comparative. This is showing you what's happening with Ethereum. Ethereum is the crypto you look at when it comes to alt season. In this falling wedge, we see a bullish divergence because the price action is putting in lower lows and lower highs, but this is stair-stepping its way up. This is a bullish divergence, and we're going to see this blast and continue to the upside. Massive, massive alt season around the corner. Looking at the total 3, what do we see? This is on the 2-week chart as well. We see major resistance right here at this red box. We seem to have come down and been trading around this level here. We have to pay attention to where we came down to, which is where these candle bodies closed around that 654 to 655 billion dollar level. We just came down as a back test, and are we going to have a bump and run continuation? Is this some type of flag pattern that's been playing out? You have to pull from the flagpole swing low. Remember, use the candle bodies to the swing high, and then you would use where the plateau has been formed at. So this would take us up to a almost $1.1 trillion overall total three market capitalization from where we are right now, which would be a massive 60% price swing. Bitcoin dominance seems to be breaking down from this upwards trend. Now remember, the trend's your friend to the end. We have to see this red candle have continuation and fall below this level right here that we're about to show you. Right here, where we will definitely see a trend change. This will be the 52.2 level. If we get a red bearish engulfing candle to break below this, alt season is here, because that'll definitely change the trend. Remember, we can come back down and bounce off of this 200 and then have a continuation to the upside potentially, and this would be invalidated because the trend wouldn't change. You still be putting in higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. You have to go with the trend. Remember, you can use these trend lines just for confirmation, but you got to look at the levels as well. We want to leave you with this. Bitcoin has no top because the fiat money printing never ends. Look at this is the US, China, Japan, Germany, UK, India, France, Italy. What is their national debt just doing? It continues just to go up and to the right. The money printer has never been cut off, and Bitcoin is the hedge against this. We have an update from two experts. We have Jeff Booth and Greg Foss weighing in on this. What should you do? Let's hear from Jeff and Greg.
When in human history has an innovation that has empowered people, a technology innovation that has powered people, been stopped by government, broad range of people? And so through that, and it's never happened in human history, that technology innovation always finds its way through the market. And that's what's happening today on Bitcoin. And more people are realizing it. When does it break? And my hope is we don't go through a disorderly unwind. But I suspect there is going to be, winter is coming for the existing financial system one way or another. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. My hope is more and more people will find Bitcoin because it'll serve as a life raft through what's coming as we transition to a new system.
People who are lucky enough to own a house feel that their house is going up in value. My response to that is, no, your house isn't going up in value. The unit of account called a fiat dollar is going down in value. If you measured your house price in gold, you would see that it's basically unchanged over the last 20 years. If you measured your house price in Bitcoin, well, it's not even close. I'm afraid your house price has gone down as measured in Bitcoin. Fiat is paper money backed by nothing. There is no gold. There's no intrinsic value to fiat. There was time when fiat paper money was backed by gold. Fiat, the purest form of Latin, in my opinion, means trust. But trust in what? Trust in the fact that central bankers will continue to debase or print more of this money?